Okay guys, on this video I'm going to give you some price targets, but keep in mind the price targets are based on how deep you think the pullback may go. I'm thinking probably 54k, could go worse, but if you wait for a deep dip, then you may or may not get your entry if your entry is a major entry. So you may want to consider at some point you do have to decide you want to enter. Otherwise, you're not going to get those great prices if they end up being great prices. So let's look at some targets on the 4-hour chart, and we'll look at some target on the 12 and maybe 1-day chart. So Bitcoin as it stands now is going to break 55k, go to 54. The 12-hour chart confirms 55k, and the 1-day chart still hasn't got a sell signal. So we're waiting on a sell signal for now. Let's look at stacks. Stacks on the 4-hour chart thinks we're going to go to 130. On the 12-hour chart, we already hit it. And on the 1-day chart, let's see, Stack still thinks worst if the pullback is super deep, 95 cents is in play. Ondo on the 4-hour chart thinks we can get close to 50 cents, so it should break 51. 12-hour chart thinks break 52, and 1-day chart thinks we can break 50, get as close as 46. Caspa on the 4-hour chart, we already hit target 1, so target 2 thinks it could be break 14 cents. The 12-hour chart thinks we should get close to 14 cents. And the 20-hour chart or 1-day chart hasn't got a signal since previously. So I would say 14 cents would probably be our target, slightly below that. Turbo right now is in middle of a pump. Let's see. On the 4-hour chart, but again that can change, so let's look at a shorter time frame. The 1-hour time frame thinks we can break 0031 and we can go as low as 0028. I'm not gonna run a deeper time frame on Turbo because usually, depending on history, it may not always come to play the way we think. So 0028 to 0032 is the range for Turbo. And even right now, it's not a bad price. Solana. So the 2-hour chart thinks we're going to break 120. But it is looking like we're going to break 120. So below 120 is a good entry. 4-hour chart says 117. And if the pullback is deep, we can go all the way down to 106. But don't just hear 106 and say that's my target. Just remember, you are taking a gamble how low you assume it's going to go. So safe target is anything below 120. ABT, 150 would be a target. And if the pullback is really deep, it can get as low as 123. 12-hour chart thinks we can go to also 140 and as low as $1. But let's put the 140 and below as a target. GFI. It should break $2, so anywhere below $2 would be a great entry. LCX. I've been saying it's going to break 12 cents, and it did. 11 cents or below would be a good entry for LCX. PNG, because it had some crazy pumps. We have to look at shorter time frame. Yeah, the crazy pump changed the trajectory. So as it stands right now, I would still say close to 25 cents and below. But if you didn't buy PNG before with the pump and the price, I wouldn't buy more unless you want some. I would look for 25-26 cents range. Forda, Forta is already low. That being said, anything below 12 cents would be great, close to 11 cents. Render, I already had a price target of 440 before, but let's see if that has changed. The 4-hour chart says 410, so anywhere below 430 to 410 would be a great entry for render. Let's look at SUI. I always said for SUI a good target would be close to 70 cents, but as it stands now, 75 cents was one of the target. It's middle of a pump. If the pullback is deep below 70, would be a good entry. XRP, anywhere between 54 cents and 50 cents if the pullback continues. And BitTensor Tau. Let's see. I would say anywhere below 240 to 224 would be a good entry. The video already went very long. I don't want to prolong this video more. Hopefully that's helpful. Try to stick to target number 1 and just make an educated decision. Let me throw aero. I think I missed aero really quick. Aero, anything below 50 cents, and if I look at the 12-hour target, so I would just go with 50 cents and below is a good target for aero. Till next time, peace.